Hi everybody, I'm Joe Blair and welcome to Golfing the Tri-State. Today we're at a real jewel in the golf community, Quail Crossing, just outside of Newburgh, and we're with PGA Pro Mamie Wood. I'm so excited, my daughter's named Mamie. She came and golfed here last fall. We had two Mamies in one room. It was awesome. Mamie Wood coming up, and special thanks to the IBEW Local 16 in Evansville, Local 1701 in Owensboro, and the National Electrical Contractors Association. We couldn't do it without you. Golfing the Tri-State at Quail Crossing, coming up. Stay tuned.
Golfing the Tri-State is brought to you by NECA and IBEW Local 16 and Local 1701.
NECA and IBEW Local 1701. Owensboro's best team, contractors with direction, safe electrical work. It's a quality connection, done right and on time for your home or business. A skilled, trained workforce, it just makes sense. NECA and IBEW Local 1701. Treat customers as you would like to be treated. Provide a high level of service and always be honest and fair. That's the way the Clement family has done business at Diamond Equipment since 1969. Construction equipment from Case, Cabelco excavators, Terex trucks, the best from Hyundai and Takeuchi, JLG lifts, and more. Diamond Equipment also has a wide range of used equipment priced to sell, and the parts and service team is second to none, with factory-trained technicians and on-site service available. When you finish with the 18th hole, give Diamond Equipment a call.
Since 1953, FT Kelly & Sons in Evansville has kept the Tri-State swimming with custom in-ground pools. If you can dream it, FT Kelly can build it. Get a free estimate on how FT Kelly can change your life with the pool of your dreams, along with pool supplies, full-service openings, closings, repairs, and replacements. Your family will love FT Kelly & Sons grills, spas, and accessories too. For 3 generations, FT Kelly & Sons Evansville, East and West.
Businesses depend on C&I Electronics to recycle all of their used electronics. Some businesses bring the electronics to C&I, or C&I can come to you. C&I weighs the load, processes equipment according to R2 guidelines, and provides a letter of recycling. Hard drives are wiped or destroyed. C&I Electronics recovers metals for reuse and refurbishes items which can be purchased for a great price. They recycle what's left for commodity content. When your business needs electronic recycling, C&I is your answer. Welcome back to Golfing the Tri-State at Quail Crossing, and here she is, Miss Mamie Wood. Hi, Mamie.
How are you, Joe? Nice to see you.
Nice to see you, too. Thanks for having us out today.
Well, thank you for coming. We really appreciate you coming out and seeing us.
Now, what a beautiful golf course.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I know you've had tour events and qualifiers, and Quail Crossing is just, it's the it place.
Oh, goodness. Thank you.
Is.
Yeah, we've had some 3 NGA Hooters golf tours. And coming up, we have the web.com Monday qualifier for the tournament over at Victoria. So that's coming up on Monday, June 24th. So we're excited about that.
When they find a qualifier golf course like that for the web.com tournament, do they get something that's kind of similar or has the same slope rating? How do they figure out where to go?
Well, not necessarily. They're just trying to get a couple good golf courses fairly close to the area, to the tournament site that they can bring pros into and play. Places that they can practice before also. So we'll have pros in a few days before. They'll be practicing. No, you know, Victoria is Victoria. It's an awesome golf course. So we're not on the same slope rating, but all the golfers will have that same experience here. So
right,
yeah,
that's great. When was this built?
We actually started construction in 1996, and opened in June of '97.
Huh.
So,
who was the architect?
Tom Doak of Renaissance Designs, and he has really grown. I think a lot of people know his name a lot more now. Did golf course at Bandon Dunes, and new golf course that actually my husband and I played this summer, or this winter actually, at called Stream Song in Florida. Just beautiful. He did 18 and Ben Crenshaw did the other 18.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really exciting.
Now he's famous for taking a property and making the golf course look like it's supposed to, like it was that way to begin with.
Exactly. He's considered a minimalist, so he tries to take the land as it is and work it so that it looks like it really, the golf course or the land was built for the golf course for the land. So
yeah, what a pretty job he did here.
Thank you. This was his first real community golf course also, so it was a little different for him to work the golf in with housing.
Neat, huh? What's your favorite holes out here? What's the #1 handicapped hole that I'm going to play for Joe's scorecard?
Number 7's our #1 handicap hole. It's a par 4. Beautiful little dog leg to the right, and so it'll be a nice challenge for both of us today. Number 8 is a really nice hole. It is a par 3, and it has about a 40-foot drop from tee to green. So, and several different tee placements too. So we can put the pros way back, and the green's really long and thin. So it's a fun hole too.
That's neat. She's going to play Joe's scorecard with us. I'm so excited. Mamie's going to play. Mamie Wood, PGA professional. How did you get started in golf?
Well, I was young, and my dad is a school teacher. My father's a school teacher, and in the summer he worked at a couple small golf courses up in Fort Wayne.
Oh.
And so I would tag along, and the courses were par 3s and par 4s, so I would play 2 or 3 holes and come back in and sack tees for him, and then go back out and play 2 or 3 more holes. So that's how I got started. My sister plays also. So
I'm from Portland,
the
the Portland area.
Sure.
So we went to Fort Wayne for Christmas shopping. That's neat. Well, you became a PGA professional what year?
I started in '86. I became actually a member of the PGA.
That's neat.
So 1986.
You've been here ever since the start, haven't you?
I have. My husband and I, actually he's from the area, and me being from Fort Wayne, there was a lot of golf courses already built in Fort Wayne of this type, and there hadn't been a golf course built down here in several years. So he said, well, why don't we look down and see if we can find something? And so we found the property actually in about '93.
Huh.
And from '93 to '96 did all of our due diligence and found some partners, and we're here.
Voila.
Yeah, exactly.
Quail Crossing. That's awesome. You're going to do a tip for us. We're going to do a sand shot, right?
Yes, we are.
Bunker shot coming up with Mamie. Tip of the week here at Quail Crossing with Mamie Wood coming up. Stay tuned to Golfing the Tri-State.
The IBEW Local 16 and NECA, the Southern Indiana chapter of the National Electrical Contractors Association, want you to know about the quality difference of union electricians, a direct result of the ongoing superior training our electricians receive. It eliminates mistakes and saves you time and money. Non-union contractors cannot offer the high quality of training provided by our joint electrical JATC.
NECA and IBEW Local 16.
I'm your worn out wiper blades. Hey, nice air freshener. For $12 more, you could have seen the road.
And when you got cut rate car insurance, nobody helped make sure you were covered for this. So get an Allstate agent.
Call Allstate agent Dan Jost today at 421-1925. The Equipment Connection, Highway 57 just west of Daylight, is your connection for fun. The Equipment Connection specializes in the Tri-State's greatest golf carts, customized for golf and fun. Golf carts for home, farm, and the golf course. The Equipment Connection can even make your cart street legal. The Equipment Connection, Highway 57 Daylight, your connection for fun. Brian Schmidt and his family know about golf and fun. The Equipment Connection.
Hi, I'm Cheryl Kirkland, President of Kirkston Mortgage Lending. You've heard our slogan, putting your best interests first. That really is our philosophy at Kirkston. We know by doing a great job for you today and getting you the best rate possible, you're going to be a customer in the future and will tell your friends and family about us. In this day and age, it is important to get good service and be treated fairly.
Putting your best interest first, Crookston Mortgage Lending.
The Southwestern Indiana Building and Construction Trades Council, building the Tri-State with unmatched quality and precision. Tri-State Business trusts the building trades to get projects done on time and under budget. The Southwestern Indiana Building and Construction Trades, hometown people with outstanding integrity who are your friends and neighbors, drug-free and ready to deliver. And how they have delivered. Trust them for your next project.
Spalding Communications in North Park and Northfield and the 4-H Center is Vanderburgh County's only authorized AT&T retailer. Spalding has the plan and the phone for you. Individual, family, prepaid, and data plans. Spalding Communications has phones from Apple, Samsung, Motorola, BlackBerry, Sony, and more. You'll love the golf apps available with these phones, and Spalding's knowledgeable team will set you up and get you out on the course in no time.
Spalding Communications, your total communications dealer.
Welcome back to Golfing the Tri-State. This is Tip of the Week with Mamie Wood, PGA professional here at Quail Crossing, and we're going to work on our bunker play.
We are, Joe, we are.
How do you start? I mean, this is like the hardest shot, wouldn't you say?
It is difficult
golf?
for, especially for the golfer who doesn't play that much, and it's more intimidating, I think, than anything. It really is. So to start, you do want to get the right club.
Right.
We want to make sure we have a sand wedge that has some bounce on it. You do want to see what your situation is in the sand. If your bunker is a little bit wet, this bunker here next to the green, we watered this morning, so it is a little bit wet. So it's going to be, the sand's going to be a little firmer, as opposed to something with, have some golfers who play maybe in Florida where there's really abundance of white fluffy sand. Exactly.
Yeah.
So in those situations, you want to have a club that bounces, has a little more bounce to the club. Here we're going to want to have one that doesn't bounce so much, because if it bounces, it'll bounce up, hit the top part of the ball, and that's where you get those scooters.
Little thin scooters.
Yeah, exactly.
And
you
this
don't
is
want
the bounce,
that.
isn't it, right
the
here?
The bounce is the back part. So if you take your club and you hold it up against your hand, and you see how the edge of my club is up and the back is down, that's the bounce.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do with this club is I'm not going to lay it open so much to get too much bounce. I'm going to lay it a little bit more like this, since the sand is a little bit firmer.
Okay.
So it'll dig a little bit more, because basically what we want to do in the bunker is we want to actually throw the sand out. The ball's just going to come out with the sand.
With the sand.
Right, right. So if we can throw the sand out, the ball should come out with the sand.
Okay.
Okay.
How do we begin?
Well,
how do you get me out of the sand, Mamie?
One, we hope that the person who's been in the sand before us has raked the bunker.
Right.
Because you know that when we get in the bunker, you're not allowed to touch anything in the bunker because it is a hazard, except for your feet when you walk in. So you can't get in and make yourself a little tee.
And you can't touch
You cannot touch the sand.
Right.
Right.
Like
with
Dustin
your club.
did last year. Dustin Johnson.
Exactly. He was in a spot he didn't realize that he couldn't touch it, but he did.
Yeah.
So you can't touch the sand. So what you want to do is hold the club a little bit above the sand. You want to walk in. Of course, like I said, you can't touch the sand, but you can walk in with your feet, and your feet will tell you, oh, this sand feels a little firmer. So then you kind of know what kind of shot you want to hit.
Not use as much bounce.
Exactly, not use as much bounce. We want to make sure we get down under it, and again, the sand just lifts it up into the air for us.
Okay.
So what we want to do is look at our situation. The pin on this hole is a little bit closer. We want to make sure we don't decelerate. So we want to take almost a pretty full swing, again, taking all the sand, and then the ball will just pop out for us.
Okay.
Okay,
All
all right. Do you want to do it?
Okay.
Or do you want me to do it?
Well, you can hit one.
Well, we'll see. Okay. All right. So what we want to do is we want to assess our situation. The pin's a little bit closer. So I'm going to walk up. I am going to plant my feet a little bit more. Again, I'm not going to put the club open too much because there's a little bit too much bounce there. So I'm going to plant my feet a little bit. I'm gripping down just a little bit on the club. And I'm going to take a pretty full swing. Of course, like I said, I can't touch the sand, but I want to look at something back in here, and I just want to take out a chunk, just like if I take a divot on the green, okay? Or on the, not on the green, obviously.
Yeah.
But in the fairway. So I'm going to take a nice full swing. I'm going to keep my body fairly steady and just use my hands and arms and
Nice
pop it right up like that.
Mamie, that's awesome.
Okay, you didn't know I was out here early this morning practicing.
Didn't know how good you were, man.
So
my problem is when I know I want to hit the sand first, but I'm so used to hitting the full shots, hitting the ball first, because you're always saying hit the ball first.
Exactly.
I like hit too much sand, or
well, you probably don't hit too much sand. You just decelerate when you hit that sand.
That's probably my problem.
That is. It probably, and I'll tell you what, this is a good practice. Don't do it on the golf course. Find a bunker that's somewhere, like we have a bunker that's next to our little practice screen, and get out there, stand a little bit on the back side because you're going to be hitting shots. What I would do is not even have a ball there, okay?
Right.
Stand a little bit back because you're going to be hitting sand out, and I would just stand and try to take swings. See, I'm feeling, I'm hitting the sand.
Hitting the sand. That's a good idea.
Just get a good feel of hitting the sand and not being afraid to hit the sand.
Not being afraid to hit it.
Right,
That's probably my
full swings.
I'm probably afraid. I'm a chicken.
You know.
Okay, well here we go.
Okay, Joe.
So
now just focus on a little bit behind the ball.
A little bit behind.
Right, and we're
not so open.
Not so open. We're going to take, just let that sand just put the super.
Got it out. That was kind of a long bunker shot.
Well, and again, that's because this sand is a little bit firmer. So it was a little longer bunker shot just because you don't have as much sand to help, slow your club down.
Awesome.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay. So
it's an awesome tip.
Work.
Awesome tip.
All right.
Thank
Thanks,
you very
Joe.
much. Tip of the week, Miss Mamie Wood in the sand, playing in the sandbox today at Quail Crossing. We're going to go play hole 7 in a little while, Joe's scorecard, and we're going to be talking a little bit more about Quail Crossing next segment, about how you can have events out here, your wedding, your reception. I mean, this is a beautiful facility. Golfing the Tri-State coming up, Mamie Wood at Quail Crossing.